types of stuff.
What up? Y'all already know what the fuck it is. This is ScressFree fucking Sundays.
So now we can hear it.
I know, right?
We was talking so quiet.
Your boy Chase Money. Yo, dude.
Mill ScressFree in the building, man. Taking shots at the Henny.
And my boy Plaga.
What it do, baby?
And my girl Malika, you already know.
What that?
You know, same shit for real. You
Same
feel
shit,
me?
different
Just had to do
Sunday.
a quick little redo and shit, but nobody knows about that.
Same shit,
Nobody
20
knows about
seconds.
that.
Ain't no
Yeah.
just
But like I said, exactly, bro. I like to spill the beans.
I like the beans involved in that jerk chicken.
You don't eat beans at
Bro,
cookouts?
peas and rice. Beans, yeah, they gotta be good barbecue ones with the bacon in it.
Barbecue beans.
Bacon in it. Yo,
Barbecue
you
beans.
got the bacon in it? Yo.
The best kind.
Thank
no
you.
swine.
Yeah, like you're outnumbered at this point.
I
Though.
don't give a fuck. You need to play biscuit. Y'all niggas missing out.
No,
Yo,
not.
y'all out there eating that turkey bacon and cob.
Nah, nigga, I eat beef bacon. That shit.
I ain't gonna stop. There's some good ass
White boy.
turkey bacon out there. That you just gotta go to Whole Foods for the good turkey bacon.
Thank you.
Why? Because you get the thick
You got
slice.
exactly, and it could be the
shit
pepper
crispy.
turkey bacon, bro. That
My
shit
shit
is
gotta be
Oh,
crispy
shit.
and
See,
whole.
you know
and
his
it's,
shit.
and it's not the one way it cook up to be plasticky that most everybody want to talk about. It's the real deal, bro.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, turkey bacon, cardboard. Cardboard. But hey, one more time again for my motherfucking man, Plaga just dropped his new project. My nigga shit is Fuego. Dog, you want to talk about that first?
So I dropped Plaga Baby July 22nd was on my son's birthday.
Great dads in this
We're
world.
trying to make it good for the youth, you know. Gotta keep setting a great example. So I dropped it on his birthday, but that was an album that it really was like 2 months ago before dropping it. I literally walked into an elevator and met a producer from Japan, and he's literally on a work visa. And God he hardly speaks English. Like I'm saying, like I'm punching in or I'm recording. It's not really English. It's more damn near sign language, you know. And that brought out the album and it's more so people. Y'all the first to know this. Album was 100% freestyle. So, and that's to really say, like, he was recording and producing, engineering, as I was also just punching in.
Right.
So, it's a lot it's a lot to put in it. Like, a work like that, I don't want to compare, but for people like that, something like that could take a year for people to, put together. But it's all on you, how quick you want to get better, you know.
Right.
The work don't get easier, you just get better.
I'm going to tell you right now, I was very proud of you.
Thank you.
Watching the growth of Plaga through the years.
Thank you.
Always rocked with us through the ScressFree shows. Always opened up all our shows. The nigga got so much fucking energy. So when I got a project that could, show that same energy, I was just like, intro. Like the fucking shit come on and you just like, you take the souls. You take the souls, bro. Like you make motherfuckers chant that name.
Thank you.
And it's just like, all right, you already know what ride you going on for real.
Right.
So out of all of the songs on the project, what you fuck with the best though? I mean,
that's the crazy part. I can't lie. I don't know what I fuck with the best because everything was just really a different energy. It was a different feel. Like it's a song on it I recorded. I cried on. You feel me? I'm like.
What, the outro?
Yeah, the XXX shit.
Oh, that shit hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest ones I
Thank
fuck
you.
with.
That shit was dope.
Right.
That shit was dope.
Just keeping it a G, like I wasn't even supposed to record that song the day I recorded it. I didn't. It was a freestyle, like I said. X died that day. My little brother is all the way from here, literally, on Instagram, just checking shit up right before I lock in. This nigga just got shot. I'm like, what? I'm like, who? He's like, X got shot. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like when I heard about Michael Jackson dying. Nah, but on some real shit. I was hooping. I had a game that day in the summer. Some wild lady come in. That motherfucker about to die any moment. Geeking, but I'm like, damn. But the whole world was getting shook at the same time. Sure enough, by the time it was all on CNN. This little kid, it was a little kid that died this time. Like a little kid that's already been touching millions.
Right.
And I just couldn't. I don't know how. Other than whatever people going through personally, but you gotta look at what they're doing. Like the kid didn't touch too many people, so I recorded that song that day. It's songs where it's like the intro. bro, I don't know what I was going through, but it's more so to say like I always have intentions to have the hardest intros every project, every time, like because it's what's a project without the hard ass intro that nobody wants to listen to it no more. It's one
You
track.
gotta be jumping up, and
You know.
And then you follow up with that number 2 for real, and that shit, you gotta get the same energy you got. Number 2s to me always be the
It
hardest
gotta be,
songs.
yeah.
Follow up.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna start like shout out to everybody that's working because it's not to say I look at blueprints, but that's how you kind of gotta go about it. I'm not even gonna start. Number 2, the influence of the song is different, but in terms of the composure of how I came about it, I looked at even the track list like in a way like I kind of looked at Playboy Cardi's last tape, not the Lit one, but Cardi Season basically. I believe Magnolia was number 2. You feel me? And it's not, and it's crazy because I didn't necessarily, as making all these songs, I didn't necessarily know Raging Road was gonna go number 2. But I saw time and I was like, damn, that shit was only a minute 40 seconds. Damn, Magnolia was only around like a minute 40 seconds. You know, like not to say I'm comparing my song to it, but if I believed in that, I believe in this album just to the way it's like it's not copying if you're looking at a blueprint. You're just making your own. You're making your own blueprint.
See, it worked, bro.
So,
It worked for you.
I was like, fuck it, let's go. When I put that shit together, it was just really like, I knew that's what was about to happen with that.
Like I said, you want to shout out everybody that had a feature on it and everything.
So
like
shout out to GRP. Yo, shout out to South Korea. Shout out to Tokyo, Japan. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to the Philippines. Shout out to
South Korea.
As far as GRP, like he's the #1 DJ in Asia.
But not North Korea.
No, I mean he's there too, but South Korea is more so like I have more ties over there than North. I don't know nobody in the North.
You don't want to get over there.
You don't want to have nothing tied in North Korea right now. You feel me? I'm good. Like I was talking to, so it was this one song that I did like 2 years ago now. But the kid named Don Main, shout out to him. He also owns this company called Maymuchi, which is dope as fuck. If anybody gets a chance, check it out. So the kid, I was like, I thought it was North Korea at first. So I'm like, bro, let's FaceTime or something. You feel me? Let me call you. He said, I'm inside the cafe right now I'm on a certain amount of minutes. I'm on minute restriction right now in the cafe. He said if I do anything else, I'm getting locked up. You feel me? I'm just like what's going on? But all I did was communicate through social media to this person, right? Like to only be able to lead to it now, you know, like.
Right.
But shout out to GRP Beats. Shout out to Pi Todd. Shout out to Danny Mac. Shout out to it's not just features that I'm shouting out, but as far as just people, like shout out to you guys.
Facts.
I'm gonna say shout out to everybody because it's not just about names at this point. I'm here for a reason. I'm here at this moment for a reason. Everybody here has had something to do with it. Shout out to Solo in the corner. ScressFree, yo, come on. So, who's the girl on Keep It? That's Pi Todd. She's a little shorty from the Philippines. She moved to quick background with her because I just met her too. But everybody as far as the whole, I don't know nobody more than 6 months as far as the tape goes. You feel me? Other than Danye, you feel me? I don't know him for time.
I need my money in dump trucks.
Right. So I needed that song to be on the project, you know. And that song I've held on to that, like held on to that bitch. Locked up. Like can't release. Nope. No. Nah, but like Pi went to Washington State. Shorty was going to school. Said fuck it, I'm coming to LA. Didn't even know like around the time I got to LA. I moved to LA 5 months ago now. It was about to be 5, but she just moved there like 2 weeks ago. And Shorty dropped out of school. Like, dropped out of school and everything. Was just like, look, I told my people I need a break. Fuck this shit. She's too young to be in school right now. She's damn about to graduate. She just hit like 20. Like, she's out of 2021, but to the point where it was just like, yo, she's about to graduate. Nobody does that quick.
Right,
like, you feel me, on typical shit. So when she was like, I need a break, I was like, yo, you can sing. Let's get on the track.
Beautiful, bro.
We went to a show. I'm trying to remember whose show it was. Fuck it. But we went to a show. Everybody was turned the fuck up. Went back to the crib, still turned, started playing beats, pulled it up, you know. I don't even like, I mean, I listen to beats and all, but I try to do shit on my own time.
Right,
But when you see that, when you can see a drive in somebody else and they want to actually like work with you, then you got no choice but to give in, you know. And if you don't want to give in, you better hope you're doing something better or just keep it going. So we got a slight verse or a piece of whatever you want to call it. And just say, okay, we ain't right. We just got a little, cause niggas too drunk for that shit. I was too high. I ain't gonna stop. I was on shrooms that night, yo. Yo, this night was so crazy, cause before we even sat down, yo, yeah, shrooms be lit.
I was about to say, what was your trip like on those shrooms?
So
though?
that night,
did you turn to a refrigerator?
Nah, I don't turn to a refrigerator. I can't eat, like, if you don't, alright, so you gotta eat before you really do it.
What
Like,
you eat with it? Like, you eat it straight? Like, it's just nasty.
You eat it straight,
Put it on
but
a cheeseburger, bro.
honestly, I just
Like,
like
saying, like, what's your method of eating?
I just know
niggas.
Why do you have to eat though?
I mean, cause you don't want to be too fucked up. I'm gonna
I don't
explain.
know
I'm
about
explain.
shrooms. Oh, right, okay.
So pretty much, yeah, your stomach gets fucked up in this whole process. Yeah, the way you holding it, yeah. But alright, so you don't want it. What was your question again, Jay? You said
Oh
something
no,
about
no. I said what's your method of eating?
Okay.
Say it's
so
nasty.
I'm gonna give y'all the slick tip. All I do is grind it all up. If you don't want to use a grinder, use your fingers. You feel me? And guess what I did? Make some shroom tea. That should be bomb. Bruh, but don't put too much sugar. You could put just maybe a spoon of sugar, cause it takes away from actually like the potency of it. You know, you let it cook in the water and the tea at the same time. It's better off like that. Shit, if you want to do it, and just sip up. Sure enough, you know it. Your days is getting brighter. You know.
Is it hitting you? Is it hitting you mid sip?
It's not,
or is it like
it comes gradually.
As soon as you take the cup off your lip, it's like
it's not.
See, you know how like when you drink
Excuse me, like weed, you can control it. Like that shit.
See,
you can control how many times you hit it. Like, alright, I'm high, I'm good.
But you know that's why they say
shit,
split
like,
an eighth of shrooms just so you can see the universe. Shout out to Kid Cudi. But you know you don't want to eat the whole thing by yourself. But if you want to, if you're
I gotta try it with somebody.
yeah, it's fun like that. Somebody that you really fuck with, not just nobody.
I was gonna say, cause you might turn into a refrigerator.
Yeah.
You feel like everybody just opening your doors.
Once you take
I don't know nobody open my doors.
once you take that shit,
The whole time he just opening your shit.
Like, it's not that it's part of the process.
Like a sick for your stomach, or
It's like you got a shit stomach, but they say don't. You can't. Not even they say don't. I'm telling you, don't shit. If you don't shit,
y'all got that? Don't shit.
don't shit.
On shrooms.
Yeah, because you know
it's like pissing when you drunk.
exactly. Like you just literally
You lost it.
You lost it. Literally. So don't shit, cause that's part of it. So like, let's say like 25 minutes. When your stomach started hitting, you feel me? I ain't gonna stop. I done shit it. I said, I can't take this shit. I ran to the bathroom so quick. He was like, what's up with that nigga? I'm like, yo, I'm on a shit. That shit was terrible. It was terrible. It was
Hashtag shroom shit.
you be running.
You send me his stomach.
You say, boom, bruh. That shit is terrible. It be terrible.
Shit is funny.
And,
Pieces
but that night, yo, I was on the floor and everything, doing jumping jacks on the floor. I wasn't
Like laying on the ground.
Just doing
Like, so you was
angels
making
and-
snow angels. I was
yeah,
about to say,
bro.
I ain't gonna jump
It was
jack,
fucking
nigga.
crazy to the point where I was like, okay, I got it together now. We was listening to like a little bit of Asian techno and all of that, you know.
You was lit.
Yo, that should be crazy. I ain't gonna lie. So that happened, and we went to the studio the next day. Literally, as soon as we went to the studio, it was a 12 o'clock studio session. I think around like 2 o'clock. You know, LA traffic. A 10-minute drive is really fucking 40 to an hour. You know, like that shit's terrible. Bro.
Yeah, I hate that shit, bro.
And that's only if you can dip it.
And that shit is
Bruh, that shit is terrible. We get there and he's already. All we hear is a little. Dun. All he do is dun 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 dun. And the crazy thing is, she had a beat initially that she wanted to work on once we found something. But me going about a lot of shit, I don't like to even like. I've done YouTube beats. I do YouTube beats for like simple shit like whereas now I realize it's really just for like to keep content going as far as music and without putting on mainstreams, you know, because then you gotta go through clan and all that shit. But it's ways to go about that though. But once he just started cooking, I just locked in. Well, she went first. She did her little verse, and I was just like, okay, I got something for that. I just got something for it. Locked in real quick, and we just started really like figuring out how to keep making it more, have a good melody to it, you know. And shout out to JRP, cause that man, as you already laid something down, the song might sound like one thing. It might sound like even a trap song. He would flip that bitch, you know. But he would flip it as long as you're trying to keep flipping it. So with me, like as far as I go about with composing songs, I like my layers is like I got my main lead vocals. Then I'll go into I don't go into I do in and outs. Pretty much end of my verses, do some type of melody for it, and then I'll go into I call verse ad-libs, you know, because I realize like it's always a pocket.
That's gonna make one sound. Coke.
Sorry, I was
Fuck
trying
out of here.
That
Coke sneaking.
y'all.
Yo, how you know
fucking
girls
train
hold-
stopping,
How
yo.
you know girls hold they fuck?
I'm about to say for real, yo. They not gonna know.
Lifting up.
What's that smell?
That
They
shit
not
is
gonna know.
Clench game
that shit is going all up in your back. You gotta let it out, bro.
Yo, they still talking about how somebody ain't shit, and the fucking came out, smelled the whole room.
So fussing with you when they fuck.
Fuck you, nigga.
I got gas.
By the time they done Millie rocking in your face and all that shit, it's gone. That's all the technique. Whip. Whole time. Yo. Girls ain't slick.
Get that shit out the way. Hey, fuck no, yo, y'all wild.
Telling you.
So what's up with you though, Malika? How was your weekend shit?
My weekend was cool. I'm off for 4 days from work.
Oh, that's lit.
That's what's up.
I had a ton of homework, but other than that, my shit was
I think the fans enjoyed the episode that you was on last time.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes me feel good. I was talking mad shit, too.
No, the real shit. We had a real conversation.
We really did.
You gotta keep talking real shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's cool to keep having her up there. Cause she
Talking
know
shit on Facebook, like...
Yo, speaking of which, yo, I seen you was talking about your shit got flagged.
Hell yeah, they flagged my shit for
The
hate
shit that
speech.
she was talking?
Hate speech.
Hate speech.
What are you talking about?
Because I go in on white people on Facebook.
Oh, man.
And...
Why you going to white people?
I don't like them.
Dang, so what are you calling yourself? Are you the R word?
What's the R?
You know,
Racist?
black people can't be racist.
Tell them. How? Racism is
Something else.
power
Something
plus
else.
privilege.
I guess, let me just say I'm wrong then. Let me not say that. If you, yeah, I respect that. But you know, you shouldn't go on them. No, they
Why?
don't all deserve it.
Which ones don't?
I'm not saying which ones don't, but you can, I guess, how long have you been in Baltimore?
I mean, I was born and raised here.
Explore the world some.
And that means exactly what?
I'm saying that not everybody,
see some more women.
yeah.
See, here's the thing. I don't need to explore the world to know that white people are devils. Like, their history proves that. Like, it's no reason for me to go out and try to find white people and, find a golden needle in a haystack and slice and dice them into little groups. Like, they've already proven that their nature is... Nah, G.
Nah, we're all golden needles in haystacks. Because if you're saying
our nature is different.
Our nature is different, but we're all under God at the end of the day.
We not.
We are.
We're not. Not if you a devil by nature.
You thinking too negative.
I'm not. I'm thinking too realistic.
No, that's not realistic. That's negative.
It is.
That's not negative. I mean, that's negative. And
No,
I'm gonna
it's
tell
not.
you
This is a battery.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
That's
Because
fucking dope.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because like,
Negative.
I'm gonna tell you this because it's not your fault that you're thinking like this. One, we're in Baltimore.
And apparently it's not your fault that you think that way either.
I don't want it to be my fault. I want it to be God's fault that I'm thinking the way I do.
And it's God's fault that I think the way that I do.
I pray it's God's fault that you're thinking the way
You don't even know who God is, and I'm not that smart.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No,
Alright, so y'all both Islamic?
I don't know.
Are you Muslim?
Yeah, but I follow Nation of Islam.
were you born in Islam?
Absolutely.
Or Assalamu alaikum?
Walaikum salam.
Okay, so I'm to say like.
So you follow like Orthodox Islam then?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
But so
another group of people that's instrumental in.
Wait, hold on. So you said
in
you
enslaving
give us
and
a
subjugating black people.
help us
You said you was born
on
somewhere.
it's just.
No, he asked me was I.
She
was
said
I
you
Muslim?
said unorthodox.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not unorthodox.
No. Are you a Orthodox Muslim?
I'm traditional.
Yeah, that's Orthodox.
Yeah. No, I thought you said unorthodox at first.
No, not.
Yeah,
no, not
I don't know Orthodox. Yeah.
But no, yeah.
I'm unorthodox.
Explain a little bit for us Christians over here.
No, you.
And a deacon.
But honestly though, like I don't spend a lot of time.
She's
arguing.
Malcolm Xing right now.
I mean, that's my life.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. This is not right now.
That's
like,
really. I love that you can think like that, but don't Malcolm X through your whole life. Malcolm X got killed thinking that way, you know, and it's not nothing bad.
Listen,
He stood for something.
Listen. Malcolm X died.
Yo.
For the sake of this conversation, we'll just say that Malcolm X died as a martyr, and there ain't nothing wrong with dying as a martyr when you're dying for what you believe in.
Exactly.
There's nowhere in the world that you can sit up here and say that white people are not the most evil group of people on the face of the earth. Like, just based off of what they did to us. Like, I don't argue with
They didn't do it
if
to
black
me.
people don't want to accept that white people are devils, I get that.
My name is Noah Abiola Majin Salah. I don't have no American last name. They ain't do that.
I don't either. My last name is Sharif Muhammad.
So you shouldn't even look at it to say they did it to us. You listening to Malcolm X then. He's for the black people.
You don't know who I'm listening to.
I'm saying, I'm telling you who you listening to. That's Malcolm X speaking.
How you know?
If
You
you
know
listening,
me for 15 minutes.
if you're talking from Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's point of
That's
view,
not whose point of view I'm talking
but
from.
your last name is
and
Muhammad.
he's white too.
Your last name is Muhammad. And
Those
and
are
he's
our
not
original
white.
names.
Muhammad came from Saudi Arabia.
And
He
there's a
came
ton of white people in Saudi Arabia.
No, that's not white. That's
There's a
not
ton of white
white.
people in
That's
Saudi
not
Arabia.
white. That's Arabic.
Y'all heard that
Arabic is
song
not
that
race.
was 20 minutes long?
to be Arabic, to be from the Middle East, all of that, and as far as like to be put under one, that's not even nothing near being white. Like, it's nothing near
There's
being
a
white.
ton of white people in Saudi Arabia.
It's a ton of everybody everywhere.
Right, so you're trying to say he's from Saudi Arabia as if that doesn't make
No,
him
but I'm saying
white.
saying that Prophet
does.
Muhammad doesn't speak in what you're speaking of.
I
You're
don't
speaking
follow
of,
him.
yeah, that's who you're supposed to follow.
No, it's not. It says who?
As far as the
network
message,
name then?
as far as the
It doesn't
message,
say that
as far as the message of Allah in the last
What
prophet,
you know about
Muhammad
Elijah Muhammad?
Muhammad sallallahu. Not. I'm talking about. So,
I'm asking you.
Let me
what
tell you this. Let me tell you this real quick. You keep talking. Listen.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
I'm just
Go
trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's say no, I'm fucking
no,
with
it's
y'all.
not
I'm
like
fucking
that.
with y'all.
But
I
so
appreciate
I'm
it.
supposed to be moderating this, yeah.
Prophet
No,
Muhammad
try.
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So every time I say Muhammad, you say sallallahu alaihi wasallam because he was the last prophet, and I'm telling you that as an Habiba, which I'm a Habib, that you should always recognize Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the last prophet. So to say he spread the last message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
What did he say about the condition of black people in North America being enslaved for 400 years? Did he mention anything about that? No, answer the question, please. Please answer
I'm
that
trying
question.
to help you think of the bigger
No,
spectrum.
I'm trying to help you think of the bigger picture. Did he mention anything
So
about...
I'm guessing you didn't like when Kanye West said slavery was a choice.
I mean, I don't like a lot of things that Kanye West
No, I'm
said.
asking about that specifically.
Did I not like it? I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't agree with it. I mean, I can see how in 2018 a lot of black people are choosing to be slaves, but at that time, I don't really think it was a choice.
400 years ago, I'm gonna tell you why it was a choice too, in my opinion. You don't have to take it, but I listened to this one song. It spoke volumes. It's called "Threats" by Absol Kendrick Lamar. It's TDE, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It was a line that he said, if all the gangs in the whole world unified, would we stand a chance against the military tonight? If it's like this, one person named Malcolm X died for us. One person named Martin Luther King died for us. Rosa Parks fought for us. All the people we can name, Gandhi, Nelson
Gandhi
Mandela.
did not fight for black people.
I'm just saying, as far as people fighting for a cause, you know, I'm just saying, just listen to the message. If everybody heard their words back then, because you know that's why everybody has a legacy now, you know.
Right.
They started off on one and ended up with millions following, and it's not to say follow, but to hear a message that was always about doing a better good for the better human nature. You feel me? When they say something like, if everybody unified, Look, you see how many slaves died? You probably know a better count than me on how many slaves died.
They don't know how many slaves died.
But I'm saying if you want to estimate or what but you know
tens of millions.
Okay, so let's say tens of millions died, right? And excuse me, I'm so hot in here, but tens of millions died, right? Nah, it's okay.
It's not hot.
Tens of millions. So tens of millions died, right? And this is to really say, God forbid, but if 100 mil had actually died, you know. If 200 didn't die, let's just keep going. We can keep going with numbers, but I want to keep going up then. But if that many died, the results were different. Results different, you know. And that's not in terms of just death, but let's say business. 1 can turn into 2, 2 turns into 4, 4 turns into 8. It's all about multiplying. So it's to say when you multiply, there's a bigger positive difference it's going to make, you know. Though a multiplication can also result in negativity, but you can always subtract negativity from anything that's to multiply exponentially. Because what do we believe in? We believe in a greater good. You only make yourself bad or choose evil if you keep letting adversity or little things get in front of you to see that. And I'm just saying that
I mean, global white supremacy is really not a little thing. So like,
it's not a little thing, but it's not to say. But
so
that's
let her chime in on what she believes.
I mean, you really didn't answer my question or address anything that I just asked you. Like, you kind of deflected with this whole. Oh my bad. You kind of deflected with this whole look for the greater good.
That's how you gotta be. You got.
Says who?
Says, I'm just. It's 30 seconds real quick. Give me y'all.
Okay, let me ask a question. Do y'all believe, like, so you believe in what you believe and you believe in what you believe, but do you believe that you're right because you believe that, or do you just believe that that's what you believe?
No, I believe that I know that it's right because it's consistent with reality. Like, white people have globally enslaved, subjugated, raped, pillaged, murdered, deceived the whole world. Right. So that's consistent with reality. I don't really know.
So
I can't really speak to what he's saying. But what I can say is that what my whole thing is we deserve justice.
Right.
Okay? And justice can only be getting rid of white people. That's it. We can't live with them.
This sounds like some baloney.
So listen, no, don't say
that.
I
mean, that's cool, but I mean, like.
No, so this is why the Facebook thing happens.
You gotta know your enemy.
Wait, so you want to
exterminate? She
Yeah.
wants
They
to hate off Hitler, motherfucker.
Yes.
If you want to Putin niggas, she want to Stalin
like,
niggas. That's not how you do.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, that's how it's going to get done.
You turn into a dictator at this point.
Because wait a minute,
because
wait a minute, hold on, time out.
Get the
Do we tell America? Do we tell white
some
people
elimination
to love their enemies? Are we telling them to love North Korea, who they got beef with? Are we telling them to love Iran, who they got beef with? Are we telling them to love Iraq, who they got beef? Hell no. The only people who are getting told to love their enemies are black people. Fuck that. Like, I'm not with none of that shit. Like, I'm Team Killmonger.
I never said
all day. They gotta go. They've committed multiple acts.
Don't even exist.
The concept, bro. The concept.
So check this out, Noah. So look, we got a concept right now. You've been doing your own form of Nikes.
Mm-hmm.
A different form, a different style. Mm-hmm. And now Nike has basically started doing that same concept after you basically made your runs and sold a couple of pair to a couple of, people around the world. How do you feel about your art?
They stole
your
some shit
art
that he did?
being stole.
So
Philip
that's what white people do.
So I'm going to tell you how I go about that. So no, but on the real though, like honestly, I believe in hard work, 1, and 2, this isn't our country, and on top of that we made it, but it's not ours to be. So I'm saying, so I see somebody like Nike or a company like Nike doing what they do, cool. It's for me to keep working hard because I know my time is coming. I believe in God. So it's to say, when I work hard at a point, because Nike did this one thing, just because. What did Jay-Z say? What's that greatest song?
Shout out Hove, man.
On the run tour.
Just give me the first couple.
Nobody designed you. You designed yourself.
You designed yourself.
Yo, you designed yourself.
I agree.
So it's to really say this. Whatever they stealing from me, they can only steal but so much, and they only steal it because it's what they see. So it's to say.
I thought you was gonna go with the Niggas saying they made hoes.
But make another
say, okay.
How many you want?
Make
You
another
feel
one.
me? So that's literally like if you love Hov, you gotta listen to that, you know.
You telling me to listen to Hov like
No,
I'm the biggest Jay-Z fan of all time.
But I'm saying take that message.
I wasn't at the Wonder Run tour.
I actually stopped at one of those shows. Actually, that shit was lit. But freaking
I went to the.
But it's to really say like they can only take so much from you and what you giving, you know. Like if you gonna give them your all, shit, they gonna take your all. But they see something cool, that means that you're doing something. That means that you're influencing culture at this moment. But you know what I did? Cool. I now have attention. I have the media attention for this. That's saying, okay, they doing this. I can put it
Who
out.
controls the media?
I'm just saying, just listen.
You've been talking for a while.
Listen,
I ain't gonna lie.
but they just asked me a question. So I'm really to say, like,
Oh my gosh.
it's okay. I'm not.
That's
So really to say, they give me immediate, if these niggas gonna give me immediate attention, and also take pictures of my shoes and do all things like that, it's what you gonna do with it, you know. Like I said, you want to multiply. If that one negative thing is going to affect you, is how you going to go about that negative thing. If you're going to focus all your energy into the negative thing, shit, that's you wasting your time.
I don't feel like I'm cool with niggas stealing my shit,
no,
bro.
I'm not cool with niggas stealing my shit, but it's not.
I can't turn the cheek on that, bro.
How am I going to go about it, bro? It's things that when you keep working, you don't even want to know what's about to happen. No. All right, I'm gonna just. No.
Nigga letting that stay. What he got next?
They stole everything.
What you got next?
And then they'll fucking bury you. And then they'll
like
like kill you or some shit. Like white people are ruthless. They don't give a fuck about your talent. Like
it's not about
in 3 months, it's gonna be a white boy with dreads the same color as yours, named El Plaga.
El Fuego.
So just quickly look at this, bro. This is Davies' manager. This is for tour coming up.
But you
so
was,
just to say, you don't even gotta scroll down, but that's just tour coming.
Read it loud.
So you met some people in Nike though, right?
Yeah. So, but this to say, as for what you just read, bro, when you keep working, you don't worry about that shit. You feel me? You don't worry about that shit. Right. So it's to really say, I'm going back home eventually. You feel me? Cause what happens when I go back home? When you go somewhere to, what do they say, conquer and divine, you know, just like I said, it's not my country. Conquer and divine, do the work I gotta do, build it from ground up. Now I'm in Cali living, you feel me, working from there too. So it's to say, take everything that you learn, you take it back home. What do you think the Chinese people do? It's Chinatowns everywhere, but they take all of that shit back to China.
Yeah, but Chinese people were never enslaved to anybody.
I'm just saying, it's not
They're
about.
They're actually surrogate white supremacists.
Listen. It's not. I'm not focused on that. I'm focusing on how I know in America to go. You know, and how I'm gonna take if I'm gonna use America for what it is. Because America could be a fucked up place.
Can you make an African town for me?
And that's what I'm. That's what do you think?
I want
They don't have no African town with niggas that wanna be around white people. Like it's gonna be white people.
What you think Akon just did? Akon took his talents back to Africa. He got locked up in America.
Who owns Africa?
I'm
China. Africans don't own Africa.
You don't even know
Europeans.
Africa.
Obviously, you don't either if you don't know that the Chinese own them, bruh.
What do you know? What do they own?
I know a ton of Africans. They own their infrastructure.
What Africans? Please talk. Cause I'm saying, if you really, you're knowing people. You're not doing what these people are doing. Please. I'm just
Hold on. So here's my thing. So why is no African country a world power then? Africa is home to all of the resources in the whole world. There's no African country that's a world power.
There was a point where...
Answer that question.
You want to know...
Why is there not an African country that is a world power?
If you look...
Wait a minute. Why is it that every single African country was colonized by Europe?
No, not every single African country.
What African country was never colonized by Europe? Haiti is not in Africa. Like,
yo, listen, it's Africa.
Haiti's not in Africa, bro. Haiti's in the Western Hemisphere. Africa's in the
and also you gotta look at Egypt too. You don't know history, girl.
You don't know history. With truth. They got caught. I'm 31. I'm far from a girl. I'm older than you. Put some respect on my name.
These girls ain't books.
So I'm just saying, you know what happened with trading commerce? You know having a trading
Did y'all see that?
He fucked up, didn't he?
Did y'all see that? And I was fucking with him.
Because he was arguing.
I was fucking with him.
Couldn't go with nothing but the girl.
Do you know what having a trade in common though? As far as like you're talking about like
why is no African country a world power, but they got all of the natural resources in the whole
Africa
world?
leads in.
Answer the question.
Do you know Africa is world power as far as oil companies go right now?
But they don't own it. The
They have to
people
come
don't
through
own
us.
it.
Okay, if you're saying that this
They
is
don't
why,
own it.
if you're
The
saying,
people are
listen,
not profiting from
if
it.
you keep talking about people don't own and people don't have nothing, then be the first to own something. Go do it.
How am I gonna own the oil in Africa? Like, what are you talking about?
this is
Just
what-
saying that it's
You wanna
it's
be
not
great in this
what
life?
it's supposed to be.
Nah, like my work is here
And the
in
way-
North
and the way that
America.
it's
And I
wrong
completely get.
is that it's the white people
But you
that
know,
yeah.
that's the excuse for everything.
It's not an
now,
excuse.
yo.
It's not an excuse, it's a reality.
So
No,
back to my
it's an
question, I think,
excuse.
though.
Are light skinned people white?
Light skinned people?
They got some type of white in their
What's your
blood.
question?
Because light skinned people.
Damn, look, she was
I mean, like, no, I'm really trying to say what you mean. Like, light skinned black? Like,
You got white in your blood?
You for sure.
all of us have
Yeah,
white in our
you don't-
bloodline because we
got
descendants of
raped.
slaves.
I'm not.
We got
I'm
raped.
not. I'm
Our
not.
ancestors
I'm not.
was raped.
Where are you from?
I'm straight from Nigeria.
Okay, that's beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
It-
We all
So,
raped.
okay,
We all raped.
here's a perfect moment. Here's a perfect teachable moment. Your history and your lineage is not the same as ours.
I know.
Okay, then.
That's
So,
what I've been saying.
Right. And I have respect for people from Africa and I have respect for people from Nigeria. But y'all struggling the same as ours. We went through more than anybody in the history of the world. All right, like we earned the right to hate white people. Okay, we earned the right to feel like they. I'm telling you how I feel. I'm telling you how I feel.
Not for you though.
Yo,
I'm telling you how I
you
feel.
are absolutely
Excuse
right,
me.
yo.
Y'all was even though white people came through Nigeria and fucked y'all whole shit up, and a lot of y'all still love white people. That's y'all business. But what I can say for black people here in America is that we've been up underneath of these motherfuckers for 400 years. We endured the worst.
Things like
Hold
that
up, we endured the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst, and I want justice, and that's it.
All right, so the last question, and it's coming back to the same question. So y'all don't see no gray area, like you don't see half of what he's saying that's right, and none of what he's saying.
I mean, in a philosophical sense, I can appreciate what he's saying. Like, you don't want to harp on negativity, but this is really not negativity. Like, to me, positivity is recognizing your enemy and recognizing the damn time that we live in. When people have committed acts of war against your people, that's not a time to be trying to embrace them and hold hands with them.
So here's the thing: I
don't want to be around white people. No black person in their right mind should want to be around white people. I think that we need to be separate. I think that we need to have our own shit. And I think that we need to just wait on justice from God, because we have to get justice for what happened to us. Why is it that they can just do whatever the fuck they want and y'all, let's just be positive and hope for the best? Fuck all of that.
That's why I'm here.
When they got a problem with motherfuckers, they drop atomic bombs on them. Yeah, nah.
So, all right, so I'm gonna just say this real quick. For me, my reason being here at the show, he's known me since we've been in the sandbox, right? I've did any and everything that I wanted, and it's not to say Nigerian background or anything, but literally to agree upon everything you're saying.
You don't have to agree with me. I'm just
I'm agreeing with you. I've been agreeing with you, and it's to really just say, I see things like that, the gray areas and all that. I see things like that, but I'm not gonna look into that direction. I don't want to look into that direction because it don't have me thinking better. It just makes me more aware. But when they say sometimes too much information can get you killed, or too much information is just not what you want to know, because it's things that you really shouldn't focus on at the moment to really say. I'm not saying it's important. It's absolutely important, 100% important. But when your own person want to make such a great difference in this world, which you have such a great drive, and I can see it, which is amazing. Like, shit, honestly, I don't know.
Let me tell you something. My father, my brother, my nephews can get shot and killed in the street by the police any time of any day for no reason and a police officer will walk. This shit hits home for me. Like, don't tell me not to focus on it because it's everywhere around us. Mia Wilson just got her throat slit by some white supremacist devil on the street. Okay then, so it affects everybody everywhere globally. I don't care what you're doing, how much talent you got, how much money you got. They treated Obama like a nigga. Like Jay-Z said, light nigga, dark nigga, pole. You still a nigga.
No. But you want to know something?
You want to know something?
We performed that yesterday. White people was quiet.
But you want to know what's crazy? We can say that about Obama, but I'm gonna say this: Obama didn't do enough.
Obama was the most successful house nigga of all time.
Yes, but Obama, and here's the thing, you know, when people think they've done enough, you can always do more. There's always room to do better. There's always more room for improvement. So I'm to say this: Obama was the first. When I say it starts off with one, then you can keep multiplying.
They ain't put no more niggas in the White House.
Listen, it can lead to a run where I believe in.
Kelly for president?
Yes! I wanna pee on you.
I still really say, yo, I do what I want, and it's been to the point where me doing what I want is getting to the attention where it needs to be placed in the right places, right? But my ultimate goal isn't to fucking think about negativity. It's to do things like build a village. It's to do things like build your own system. It's to do things like put in jobs with my own people. You know,
we can't do that with white people.
That's why I'm saying you gotta just do your own thing to the point where you can get your own resources. You know, because they took resources. When they take resources, just go find your way to get it back. Because if you can't snatch that shit back, you're finna get dropped.
How do white people get resources? Can we talk about that?
I just said they
steal it.
And murder you and then bomb your shit and look at you like, what's up? Because we got nuclear weapons. Like, I mean...
Is he trying to get his career back?
R. Kelly would never go broke.
No, seriously. That's what he mean by I admitted. Like, he admitted to
he did.
It's so much temptation.
Y'all heard this song?
He said the children, the girls, he said their parents were giving them to him. I already told y'all, I'm not with our boycott R. Kelly.
I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I topped that in back of my pants. I admit I'm sorry for my sins. I admit it, I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
When you talk to people, do you talk about a lot of I wish I did or I remember?
Wait, say that again?
Do you reminisce a lot?
Do I reminisce a lot?
You be admitting?
No. Yeah, you be admitting, you be reminiscing.
Everybody admit something real quick.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. I mean, do I reminisce a lot?
You got some shit you
sure, I do. I do a lot of self-reflection. I think
Hey,
that's healthy.
admit something on ScressFree right now since R. Kelly just dropped that. Admit something you
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I have no shame in my game to say I don't really know what I can admit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody knows a lot of shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I admit it. I
What?
fucked a white girl.
I fucked a white girl before, bro.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
I'm saying since
He
we
said who hasn't?
since we doing this thing.
Well, I admit I never fucked a white guy, so.
It's different.
Hey,
Yeah, that's different.
I never fucked a white guy either.
But
I admit,
I ain't never either.
I admit it, I fucked a white girl before.
We all in
A
fucked
couple
a white girl
of
before.
girls.
White
But
girl.
that was in my younger time, so yeah, I wasn't.
Say
I
you
wasn't
young.
there.
If Amber Rose came in front of you right now.
Amber Rose is not
What
white.
is she?
Amber Rose is
Got a tan.
absolutely not
She black?
white.
What is Amber Rose?
All right, so let me real quick crash course on race. There's only two races:
She eats
white and black.
Whoa.
There's only one race, the human race.
Negative. Because in order to be a part of the human race, you have to have hue or color.
Oh, wow, bro.
And they say white people got
Water tall.
Oh yeah, white people have Neanderthal
The only
DNA.
human race.
White people have Neanderthal DNA as well as rhesus monkey DNA. Black
I wish
people
you had
don't have
every
that.
job. You sound like you need a CSI job.
I wish
like
you had
need a
every
fucking lawyer job. You need
No,
all
no.
the jobs right now.
He said, I wish you
got
had
it.
every
You
job.
got it, bro.
I
You got
mean,
it.
yeah, like it's only two races, black and white. It's just a ton of variations of black. Amber Rose is Amber Rose is black. Amber Rose is black, even though she don't.
You a fire look like she can't have legs and titties.
Yeah, she's not.
White.
She's not.
She's
not
a whippo.
She's not white. Can we pull up Amber Rose's parents real quick? Just so we can all agree on the fact that she's not white.
If her daddy say black, she's black.
Yes.
Amber Rose is black.
What color is Amber Rose?
Let's pull her parents up, please.
Here's what I
Since
found on
in
the website. What color
2018,
is a
we still
rose?
having a
Amber
problem
Rose
with
ethnicity.
understanding what race is.
Amber Rose parents.
Who Amber Rose?
Look at where she's from.
She's from
National.
South Philly.
Philly? Yeah.
Is she from South
Philly.
Definitely gotta be,
Whitey raised in Dundalk.
maybe not. Well, that's definitely,
Can we pull up the picture of her parents?
My father white.
She's white.
definitely,
She's not white.
If her father's white, she's white.
How is it that if you know
that's her
it
father
takes
and
two people to have
Her
to.
mom's not even black.
Okay, I found this on the web for what is Amber
not
Rose
black.
There's
ethnicity.
only two races.
Hey,
Do
whoever
you understand that
on
there are black people all around? Like, so you're
Anybody
black
that's
from
on live,
Nigeria,
y'all
but
know-
people from anybody, if you produce melanin in sufficient quantities, then you are part of the original nation. White people do not produce melanin in sufficient quantities. They can only produce white. So when you can only produce white and you can't produce anything of color, you're white.
So you think
Italian
she
and
came out-
Irish is her father.
Italian.
Irish people are white.
So therefore, she's
So Italian.
Italian people have a history. They have the what do you call it?
Yo, her last name is not even near remotely
Hey, yo,
Why does your last name have to dictate your
her
race?
mother
She's
is
black,
from
Portuguese, and
Africa.
Irish, and Italian.
She's from Africa, bro.
She black, Portuguese, Irish, and Italian.
So she's
African.
White.
straight,
So
bro.
she has African ancestry, and that is dominant. White is recessive.
That's lit then for her.
Okay then, she's black.
Amber is
No.
Even if she
There's no
doesn't,
such thing as a mixed race.
No.
I didn't say that there was no
I'm
such thing
saying
as a
like
mixed
if
race.
it's white in it. Basically, because what you're saying is Africa should take over.
Yes, because we have the dominant genetics. White people know this. See, they don't release this information to niggas because they don't really want us to
They
know.
don't have to release that information to know it. We
I've
already
been
know
heard about
that.
that, though.
It's evident.
But it's not evident they're devils to you.
What you not getting is that I acknowledge that all of this fuck shit going on, but fuck all the fuck shit. Get your own shit. You feel me? Do your own thing. Like you can't keep blaming them. You keep blaming them.
It's not
You keep
about
blaming white people.
But
You
listen
keep
though,
blaming white
here's my
people.
thing though. But we live within a system of white supremacy. That
If that
is
was the
hold
case-
up. That is the dominant system that we live
You
under.
have kids?
So you can't escape it.
You have kids?
No, I'm a cat mom.
A cat's mom?
I have cats.
Do you have plans to have kids?
You gotta
Yes.
ask.
So, God's grace, when you have all your kids right, you better take them to your own school. By the time they getting old enough, I pray that you have a business going on, that they work your own business as to something that can follow along the line of what you're doing. If you want them
Yeah,
to
that's
go
what my parents did with me.
do all of that, right? But don't teach them that to hate white people, you know?
Wrong.
Don't, no. No,
They
it's
was
not
gonna
saying...
blow the school
No,
up.
yeah. You gonna start
My
raising...
parents, wait a minute. My parents taught me to hate white people. I ain't blowing no fucking school up. Like,
What you
But you
could?
talking like you about to...
I got a strap.
You
Soon as
said-
we leave here, we just talked about this.
How am I talking like I'm fit? See, that's my thing. Like, black people can't even say nothing about white people without black people getting scared and aggressively
That's not scary.
defending. Yes, it is. Like,
I
it's
do what I
wanna do
subconscious.
the most.
It's subliminal.
You know?
No, don't say that you master. You gonna wake master up. You gonna get all of us in trouble. Don't say you hate white people. Fuck that.
You got
Like, I don't
master?
give a fuck about
That's
no
the thing.
goddamn.
That's what I'm
Wait, man.
That's what I'm telling you.
Wake
That's what I'm
master up.
telling
You
you.
can get all of us in
Master,
trouble.
like,
Like,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that I do what I
Hell
want.
no,
you feel
like
me?
these motherfuckers put Trump in office. You ain't getting ready to sit up here and tell me I can't
And
say
you-
what I
and
want to
you-
say about.
Did you vote?
Probably not.
Hell no, I didn't vote.
See?
So that's one less person that didn't try to make a difference.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Do
So-
you know that they choose
It-
the president?
I know.
Presidents are not elected; they're selected. It don't matter
So
who
I'm saying-
voted.
so I'm
They
saying-
put
you're saying
Obama
they put-
in office. Like they put
Because-
Trump in office, like they
Exactly.
put all these motherfuckers in office. Like we don't choose the president.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't pay attention to even fucking politics. I don't even watch.
And
I
that's
don't
the
even know-
problem.
No. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Absolutely not a problem. I know about everything that's going on.
But you don't pay attention to politics.
No. I'm saying I don't pay attention to politics because politics is made up. Niggas make up statistics.
But it impacts your life.
No, it doesn't. Because I don't live
How?
off politics. I don't live off of fucking.
Yeah, but you have to.
social
but
services.
politics impact laws. It impacts policy. It impacts.
None of that shit impacts me because I don't follow
okay.
the law.
Okay.
I feel what you're saying.
That's I'm trying to tell you.
Because I do follow politics, but at the same time, like I could give a fuck about it the next day. Because it's like it's good to know, but at the same time,
What
like,
is it doing
that's-
you?
Yeah, it's
What
not
is it doing
me,
you?
like,
That's what I'm
feel
saying.
me?
Focus on
It's not
yourself.
gonna change something for
Focus
me the
on
next day,
yourself.
like,
When you can focus on
on the
yourself,
grand
then
scheme
you
of
can
shit.
hop on politics. You don't even have to talk about politics. You could be in the office talking to them niggas face to face the same way you doing.
So
like
I think
this.
I get what she's saying, and I get what you're saying. You saying it's a big infrastructure thing, and the reason why shit is fucked up is because hundreds of years ago. He's saying, you saying.
No. Wait. Let me
Say what
clarify
you
that.
said.
What I'm saying is that white people dominate the planet. White supremacy dominates the planet. They oppress black people, they subjugate black people. They've been doing it since they've been on the planet, and they just become more sophisticated with it. I'm gonna tell you why politics is important. Since Donald Trump has been in office, he has appointed over 1,000 federal judges in the United States of America. More than you don't know what's gonna happen to you. White people get you.
I gotta go to
Joe
court.
gotta go to court on Friday. These white let you start doing some shit that they don't like. Let a white girl say that you raped a nigga, you be in court
I don't go
then.
near white girls no more.
I mean, they'll come near you.
No,
Wait till
they
you get
won't.
popping.
It's already happening. I don't stay. Look.
Okay.
Listen.
Here's my thing though.
Listen, even a black woman.
It
has
don't
done that to
matter.
me.
You can be driving down
So
the
to
street
say-
in your car and the police can pull you
I don't
over and
drive.
fuck with you. Well, walking, nigga, you do
I
something.
don't
You be
walk like
outside.
that.
Like,
No, you gotta really hear me. You're not really. I know about all of this stuff. That's why I work the way I work. You know, I move the way I move. I can sit in the house.
you could walk out of this studio tonight and the police come across you on some bullshit and shoot and kill you and
Look,
walk.
no, it's not gonna happen. No, it's not.
It could.
So like imagine, all right.
But
So like
it's
like imagine why the world is the way it is. Like niggas just came from my brother baby shower. Shout out my brother.
Hey.
You dig? Happy baby shower.
But yeah, that shit was happy baby shower.
Happy baby shower.
But yeah, nah. So
You know, that's the first.
So like,
Before the
I'm looking at it like this. Y'all differences of opinion is why the world is kind of crazy because you got kids and you plan on having kids.
Mhm.
So it's like y'all gonna raise your kids different ways. So you, like I said, you saying
I'm raising
if
my
you
son.
focus
I'm
on
raising-
yourself and do what you gotta do, you put yourself in a position to not have to worry about none of that.
None
shit.
of that stuff. Rich niggas don't worry about fucking life pensions. And I'm not saying I'm doing this to be rich or nothing. Niggas don't worry about health care and all of that. Like, I'm saying, it's not to say, oh, I can buy my health care or buy my life for forever and where I'm living for forever. But it's to say, like, it's not even about money. When you work on yourself to where you can where you can reach to any abundant resource which was stripped from us which is what at some point the work ethic that we gotta put in is different. You know, that's why we always gotta be innovative. That's why that's why black is the dominant, because we've always been innovative throughout time, over and over and over. As much as they want to put us down and out for the count, we've able to maneuver and do what we do through this time. So it's to say,
some
when you
resilient
do,
motherfuckers, bro.
exactly, and that's all it takes to always make a difference. That's all I'm saying. When you could be one of those people. So to say, I pray to God I get to where I need to, because my son, I'm just trying to teach him he can be whatever he want. I'm gonna have a degree in school, sure enough, and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want when it comes to clothes and music. So to say, bro, son, you could go to school and do what you want with school, but I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you some tips on what's gonna come with school, and as far as what you're gonna learn, because you're gonna need to learn other things out of school that they're not gonna teach you, and it's purposely, and it's because of this reason. Not where's I need him to now go, and then it's really like, yo, dad, this is happening, because when that's happening, you know, the people who don't have it like that, to where it's like their mind has been opened up to everything, is to don't judge and also work on yourself, and you have it, and you have things that you need to have in the right places. You won't ever go through problems of, oh, my son is going through this in school, because if he's going through that, you know, just your position as to what you've already accomplished in life, easy. You don't have to be on hold with customer service for 2 hours. You know, we talking to CEOs. Fuck all of that bullshit, because now it's a white man that's a CEO at that school.
But we had a black president, though. Like, this is what I'm not understanding about what you're saying. We literally had
Barack didn't do enough.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying. It don't matter.
We
had we had a black man in the highest. He was the leader of the free world. They still treated him like a nigga. So this whole idea of, oh, if you just work hard and do what you need to do, you're not going to get, wait a minute, you saying that you're not going to get touched by white supremacy if you just focus on you and do it. That's not true. Like, that's not reality.
President, and he
that's
still
not reality.
couldn't do what you want.
That's not reality.
No,
Ving Rhames, the motherfucking sheriff pulled a pistol out on him with a goddamn beam on it, because somebody called the police and said that he was. It don't matter about your celebrity, about how much money you got.
If I die today, I pray it leaves a legacy, right? To say if Ving Rhames was to have got shot, niggas would know Ving Rhames is gonna send a message to the world with, God forbid.
But the nigga got
and he was still murdered by
white
supremacy.
That's in America.
But that's in his house.
And that's in America.
And that's just America, right? And that's a slave mentality.
No, I'm saying this.
I'm
saying
this.
If we,
this is America.
But see, that's the power of white supremacy. That's the point. And they were enslaved. They were colonized by Europe. They were colonized by France.
I'm saying this. Barack Obama, right? When Mike Brown died and all of that, and the whole black world is looking for a speech, bro. You feel me? That man didn't really like give nothing to where it's like.
Did Nigeria come and rally for us though?
Just listen to what I gotta say.
I'm just asking you. Did Nigeria come?
Just
did Nigeria come and stand up for us?
I know niggas pray for France.
You feel me? No, exactly. So let me get to this point.
France.
You feel me?
Do you know why we pray for France?
Because France is a bunch of fucking faggot ass white people. That's why.
Did you pray for France?
I said fuck France.
Did you pray for France? Do you remember that?
I mean,
everybody on my Facebook
was
praying for France.
Paris.
Definitely.
Kanye West bitch ass gonna say pray for Paris.
They won a World Cup on the prayers.
So when Mike Brown died, you feel me? It wasn't no pray for Mike Brown.
Care about these people is what y'all saying?
No, I can't. That's what I'm saying.
I was just trying to figure out what
people gotta care. That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know to pray for, but I ain't saying
I didn't say pray for France, but I'm praying for people.
But why don't nobody ever pray for the niggas though?
No, bro.
Nobody ever praying for niggas.
Because we be looking for too much from people.
I'm just looking for prayer.
We don't need prayer.
No
We don't need prayer from niggas.
Niggas don't need some prayer. I just need some prayer.
No, bro, you can't just work on your own.
Pray for me.
On your own, you know. I'm gonna pray for
me, nigga.
Help me.
I'm the one.
When Mike Brown died, Barack didn't. His message wasn't as clear as praying for France, right?
Before Joseph Roberts died, pray for me.
Right. He always praying. So, but it's to really say, yo, and the nigga died, and it wasn't really a heavy felt message that he sent.
Who, Barack?
Yeah, about Mike Brown, or even what's the kid from Trayvon Martin. You know, he made a little statement, but it's to really say.
We already established that Barack Obama was the most successful house nigga in history. So like, what exactly?
I'm saying
niggas should have killed them fucking police that killed Mike Brown. That's what should have happened.
And what I'm saying is, Barack Obama should have been the first person on
Fuck
the
Barack Obama.
So did Donald Trump make a good statement for the kids that got shot at the Florida school?
I didn't even listen to that. That's what I'm saying. I would listen to Barack as far as what he's trying to say, but he didn't say no message. But I'm saying, like you just said,
because he's scared of white people.
And that's exactly what I wanted to say. He didn't.
And
do
niggas
enough.
in general are scared of white people. That's why they didn't do shit. Like
they're not gonna put
nobody
a nigga
is
who,
looking
they're not
for
gonna put a nigga
Barack
who's not
Obama.
scared of white people in office if they don't want to elect them.
Exactly. So the niggas that's not scared, what they do? Nothing. That's why they keep killing black people.
Yeah, you hear it now. Let's get the contradiction going.
What you think we should, like, on a grand scheme? What you think niggas should do?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you. Like, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Ask your question first.
No, go ahead. What you think?
No, because I was trying to answer something and you didn't even finish asking your question. Go ahead.
Because like I just want to see like how you feel like as a whole, like the black community, what we should do, like. Because we can't. It's fucking too far fetched to exterminate a whole race. Can't do it.
That's a great question, and I'm happy that I'm happy that you brought that up. So I am not advocating for black people. Maybe this is what y'all thought. That's why y'all looking at me crazy. I'm not advocating for black people to go out and exterminate white people. God is going to destroy white people. As you can see, they're already dying out. Like The heroin epidemic is sweeping through their communities like a wildfire. They're bankrupt. They're dying out. Like they can't survive in the sun.
That's why
this is divine.
That's why I say keep
Hold
doing what you do.
Hold it.
Keep doing what you do.
It's divine justice that's bringing white people, but we have to separate ourselves from them because the more that we intermingle and intermarry with them and have sex and lay up and cake for them and vote for them and fuck them and defend them, we're gonna perish right along with white people by the hand of God. That's why I'm saying the first thing that we have to separate is our mentality, the way that we view ourselves and the way that we view white people. We can't go up against the U.S. government. These motherfuckers got nuclear weapons. No,
they will blow.
God is
this
going to
whole
destroy
shit
them.
up
But hold on, time out.
back,
But if you want to see, listen. This is the end. We live in the end days of the world that we live in. We live in the end days. This world that we know is over, and the most qualified people are going to be the leaders of the new world. That's black people in America because we've been through the most and we deserve justice more out of everybody. So if black people don't want to accept the fact that white people are their open enemies and that they're devils, fine, you're going to perish along with them. I mean, that's just what the fuck.
Because you're going to be in the middle.
That's just what the fuck it is.
In the middle of the rain.
That's just what the fuck it is because God came here to judge. God came here to judge this
so
world.
What you were saying on Facebook again? Why you got put off?
Oh, because I think I was saying something about God is going to destroy white people when they flagged it.
So basically, we got to the bottom of why you felt like that.
Why I felt like what?
God is going to destroy white
because they deserve it. Because they're evil. Like they deserve it. Every last one of them. Their nature is evil.
Yo,
and this,
all right, Noah. All right,
so that nigga Zuckerberg lost 17 billion.
I thought it was 19
billion.
billion.
Past a white person and said good morning, and they just went like this.
Yeah. And how did I react after that? I just kept him moving.
Oh, he's just a white person. I don't care.
See, y'all tripping. See, me?
I don't like that shit.
Good
morning, nigga.
No, but here's the thing. You saying good morning, it's mostly like this. If I open a door,
bitch, can't you hear?
I'm the type.
Like if you heard that, you hear that, right?
We're seeing a new video every day, multiple times a day, of these fuckers calling the police on us for no reason. And what you think? But we can see it now. So what do you think they were like before it was cameras and before they could be restrained? Devilish. Exactly. Who would do this shit but a devil? Don't nobody got time to be taking a motherfucking rat tail comb and trying to pick this one out and he's nice to me and fuck all of that. Like it's their nature. I don't care if you put a dog in Asia, South America, North America, Europe, it's still a fucking dog. Like the bitch still gonna bark. White people are racist all over the world. Like if it wasn't their nature, they wouldn't be acting like this everywhere. And it really makes me physically sick when I hear black people defend it like, oh no, we need to love them, we stuff.
I don't defend
because it was something they was taught.
Yeah, like
no, it's in their nature. It's in their nature. And it's reinforced. Bruh, do you know history? What?
It's something that was taught.
Let me tell you something. Did they or did they not colonize Nigeria? The French fuck them over, fuck your whole infrastructure up, and leave y'all impoverished the whole country.
And I'm in America and I'm about to get it all
and
back.
they did the same thing to niggas over here worse.
And I'm about to get it all back and go right back.
And you know what? They'll take it from you anytime they want to. Yes, they will.
Yes, they will. You give up.
Listen, hold on, time out. If they wanna bring some white bitches out the woodwork and say that Barack Obama raped him, they can fucking do it and destroy his career. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. Nobody is safe in a system of white supremacy. That's what you missing. Bill was powerful as fuck. This nigga getting ready to buy AGC or whatever the hell he was getting.
Bill didn't do nothing.
Bill probably was getting a lot of pussy.
That's what I mean. Bill was getting a lot of pussy and he should have known better.
But Trump did the same. Trump is accused of the same thing, and this nigga's the
president.
was
probably fine.
Exactly. White pussy.
Same with the TK situation and the white dude who killed the
Bill probably had the best coke too. You feel me?
I'm sweating like a slave.
So it's really
and Evo pigeon coop in here.
I was gonna say because it's like Noah. I don't know where Noah like it's a positivity that
That's all it is, bro.
And
you can't be positive with your enemies though, because that's how they fuck you up.
Listen,
the art of war is called
what I'm telling
deception.
you. I don't even have enemies to say it's the real like this.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. If enemies are around, I don't even look their way because enemies.
But they looking at you though.
And let them keep looking. That's all they can do. That's all they can
Listen,
do.
That's
all right,
not
let me
facts.
Hold on. Time out.
Stealing your shit, bro.
Let me try to blend both of y'all shit together.
Don't, because they're diametrically opposed.
You can, but it, cause kind of what
It's
y'all
all
shit is
reflection.
like me. Cause like I'm into all that shit. I know what you talking about. I feel everything that you saying.
You're not
But at the same time, exactly,
so
I have the
extreme.
same mindset as him. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
know all this
extreme.
shit, but
Cause
if hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If I focus on all the fuck shit, I'm fucked. You feel me? Like
How?
because I'm holding
It's-
myself down by saying, yo, the white person gonna stop
You
you from doing
graduate?
this, that, the
Are you in
third.
school?
So
I'm
gonna
in
stop myself from
graduate
being great.
school.
Hinder
I'm a
yourself.
professional. I have a
Put it on your
professional
head.
license. I'm a registered nurse.
I'm just
I
asking.
didn't let white people hold me back from shit. It's not about being preoccupied. It's about being aware.
So what type
No,
of
but
difference
yeah,
do you want to
so-
make? What type of
That's what I'm saying. So get to a point where you can make a
What do you
difference.
really want to do, like in life, like?
Civilize the uncivilized.
So
my
how do you-
purpose,
so how
my
do you plan
purpose,
to
my
do that? How
purpose
do you
in
plan
life
to do
is to
that?
educate black people.
So how do you plan to do that? Do you,
What I'm
you-
doing right now.
So how do you plan to do that more?
Say that.
Because
You gotta
so I'm saying this. How do you plan to do that more? Because ScressFree at some point is gonna move to California.
Put the fucking mic down.
Yeah.
Stop touching it.
You ain't
at
Get
the
back.
show, nigga. You ain't
Get
at the
back.
show.
Get back.
Right,
You're not
and
rapping.
you make it seem like
Get back.
California
No,
is
no,
hard.
no, listen.
I can do my own
louder.
podcast.
Just
You're
listen, just
You're
listen.
good.
Okay, I'm glad you just said that. You just said I can do my own.
Joe, what
podcast.
was I talking to you about?
I never mentioned
Doing
my first time
a
meeting you.
YouTube channel and
Yeah, and
So-
you're
Hold on.
streaming. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you said you would want to do your own podcast.
I'm saying I could. I really want to do a YouTube channel.
You saying you could. So you want to do a YouTube channel. So I'm just theoretically speaking, guys. If you guys was to migrate to Africa or Nova Scotia with ScressFree, you feel me? And do you think that how soon would you plan to get into doing your own YouTube and your own podcast?
Well, I mean, I just come to ScressFree because Joe invites me. Like, this is not like something like, oh, this is my platform. Like, no,
Okay.
I just come to talk shit and banter with the rest of the.
So
with
how
the rest
soon
of
do you
the
plan on
panel.
doing your own podcast and your own channel? If you've been preaching civilized talk since this whole time, how soon do you plan?
I mean, I don't know. Like, when I get the time to do it. Like,
What is doing the time?
I'm a full-time student. I have a full-time job. I have to
What's your
plan my
passion
life.
for though?
I just told you what my passion
Okay, so
is
if
for.
that's your passion, give up all of that other stuff.
Well, I can't give up my job because I got bills.
Yes, you can.
You want to take care of me?
Facts.
No.
I mean, listen, I agree. Let me tell you
Chase the
something.
passion. Don't worry about.
I've known you for like an hour, and I'm gonna tell you something. I truly admire people who pursue what they love in life. Like, I admire that about you. I haven't even heard your music, and I think that you're a dope person. Like, no doubt, because you're brave enough to do what you want to do in life, and music obviously is your passion, and I really love that, and I really appreciate that. Unfortunately,
But if you want to make a difference,
I'm kind of chained to the corporate plantation.
Don't chain yourself.
Only because
Don't chain
you
yourself.
get caught up with bills and all that other shit. But I agree with you. Like,
and you can get uncaught up with it. Listen,
Yeah,
that's what they
absolutely.
You just talk. You saying it all this time. That's what they want you to do. That's what they want you. That's how they hold you down to this. Don't be that if that's what you're preaching. You feel me? Don't do that. Drop all of that.
I don't need a YouTube channel though to pursue
it's
my
not
passion.
just about a
right now.
YouTube channel. It's so many ways to you could get to what you need to do. If you want to talk to people, even if it's just one person that want to listen to you every day, speak out front of nowhere in a mall or something. That's
I'm
the
gonna
way
get
you
one
can-
of those.
So I'm just
yeah,
saying.
loudspeaker.
So I'm just saying.
White people are the devil. Walking up and
I
down
can just see her by the
Saturday.
freeway, like,
No, that's the thing. Like you saying they're gonna shoot my ass, right?
That was a joke.
No, but even
Yo,
though
they
it's a
probably
joke, but
would
on
They probably will though.
But no, it's they won't shoot her because honestly, if niggas believe in her that much, if she's telling me that, I don't know her from
Shoot
nowhere.
you.
No, I'll take the bullet for her. That's just some real shit. That's just some real shit. Not saying that niggas
Joe,
gotta be
you ain't
family
never
or nothing.
offered to take a bullet for me.
But it's literally just say like that's
Thought you was crazy.
All of that. I just took a machine gun for you.
I wish somebody wanted to jump in front of Malcolm X to try to take a bullet, you feel me? But he had to
Niggas
be
pushed him in front of that bullet.
So
bro.
you
nigga.
Yo, like
He said,
they basically
Watch
put it on
out.
a platter.
Watch out, my nigga.
Like dead
They
ass.
shooting that. They shooting that. Marty.
But it was at a
They
point
shoot
where
niggas now.
They shooting Marty.
Marty.
Yo,
wow.
you wild.
Yeah,
He
he-
said Mark. Yo.
You don't think they called him a nickname, bro? You think
Why
they
he
called
got
him
shot?
Dr. Martin?
X got shot.
Hey, watch out, Marty. Look out, Marty.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, you talking about Marty Melvin,
Wait, Joe,
Yeah.
hold on, tell me, Joe, what he say when they was shooting?
Yo.
They shooting at Marty. That's Jesse Jackson. He was bold.
Yeah. He was
Nigga heard that first shot.
Who was the comedian that said that nigga,
It's a
Jesse
setback.
Jackson that said the shit was meant for him and shit?
Oh shit!
Stop.
I feel like
They
that's
shooting at me.
Mike Epps. Mike
Yeah,
Epps.
yeah, Mike
Mike
said
Epps.
that shit.
Yeah.
Take 2 steps.
Y'all stop.
Stand
That
right
shit
in
is
front of
funny
me,
as shit, though.
That nigga.
Hey, Jesse, they shooting, nigga. Yeah, they shooting.
They shooting at
That's funny.
Yo, R.I.P. Martin. And
R.P. Malcolm. R.P. X.
R.P. X.
RP all
R.P. all the
Why
fathers.
would you say that? I'm drunk.
Nah, cause it's
You
real
already said
though.
pizza, every
Niggas
nigga
just
that
don't
had
get
sex
shot
with
at for
that
no reason, bro.
That's funny.
Right, and white people love to quote Martin Luther King Jr. and they fucking killed him.
Alright, so yeah, when Jay-Z was singing Black Nigga, like that shit was weird yesterday. Yeah, with the white people shit. But
Wait, what happened?
that song when he be saying
Story of OJ?
Yeah, cause they can't sing it now.
You know, but
They
it
right
was
in that
a- it
bitch
was a
like,
white
It's
guy.
not even them saying
Next
it.
to
He's
me.
talking.
He was rocking it, like he
Like
was
he's
rocking to
talking
that
to
shit.
them.
White man for real, just rocking.
Good. White people that made everybody else feel fucking uncomfortable. They used to have there used to be a time where they would have niggas perform in their clubs and they wouldn't even allow niggas to come in the club to be fucking
That stuff
guests
goes on now.
to spectate. Well,
That was a big
exactly.
jumbotron, though,
So
like-
like that's what I'm
And
saying.
it was
Like
showing,
fuck
it was
them.
No, I
showing
mean,
like
my
the
home,
pictures
I don't
like
know
that
names,
shit.
but he had a show in France just recently.
Who? Ho?
No. Somebody done Jazz Cartier. In
Not
Italy.
familiar.
Yeah, so it was a venue that they actually had that literally they got booked and everything, but it's like how y'all want us to perform here and y'all don't even want us like treated with hospitality wise to the point where fans, security guards trying to beat these guys up, you know, like
That's crazy.
whoa.
Lowe's and all of them, bro. Like,
So
That's a
And that's
nature.
not even- and that's not even
a
in
nature.
America, bro.
Even
That's
if,
not-
let me
they
tell you
hate
something.
They hate it.
Even
They
if
hate the shit out of
you
us outside of
listen,
America, and they
even
hate
if
the
I'm,
shit.
let's say I'm a white woman, right, and even if I teach my children to hate black people, right, okay, when you grow up and let's say you get exposed to black people, whatever, you
They
work
make
with
good
them, you go to
music.
school.
Whoa.
If it wasn't your nature, you wouldn't hold on to those things. But it's their nature. That's why they hold on to it. Like, it's happening globally. Like, it doesn't really benefit you to be a dick to black people other than the fact that you can't help yourself.
Right.
And you know that it benefits
you.
you.
know that you can, and it's
And you know that
nothing
you
gonna happen to
can.
you.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know, that's why you just gotta walk with your head high, you know. I don't want to look
Hey,
down
man,
on.
listen.
I don't want to look down on white people when
I cut some
and it's not
motherfuckers
to
out,
say.
bro.
It's not. I'm not saying
I don't
look
play
down
with
on
them.
them in
I
a.
don't play with them at all, bro.
Bro, I don't even.
I'm not turning
Away
no
from
other
it.
cheek, bro.
I am.
I'm
'Cause
sorry.
They had your ass
Yup.
in jail.
he said I am.
I'm sorry.
Yo,
I might go to jail.
Rumors
for
getting
white
spread, said I pistol whipped the feds.
This nigga wild. No laughing about it now.
Yeah, got to.
but that's why it's just like, and I'm gonna just say in America, like as far as America, just don't. As far as doing what I want, but at the same time, I do it with in a way of like a caution, you know, like.
I really think he
If-
cool.
If I'm gonna be around white bitches tonight and I know all these bitches suck dick and all of that, I'm gonna be cool because you know at some point I gotta dip
I'm
out
gonna
of
be
it,
cool
you know?
too.
But here's my thing though. How many times have white women lied? You don't even have to be
Yeah, you know when they
sexually involved with them.
No, that's what I'm getting
like
to.
If you drunk, if you in the
gotta be
atmosphere with
smart.
a bunch of white women around, you drunk, you see a white girl that's been at the party, she looked at you one too many times, don't fuck with that.
All right, I'm gonna tell you something too, real quick. I start to
realize.
realize something too. All them shits about all them speculations and all them niggas raping girls and all that. As far as like over on that side going, so like you literally just said, niggas be in places just a little bit too long. You know, they be in places a little bit too long.
That's back to
Very
her
good.
point though. That why is it like that? Like why
Right.
you can't just chill?
Like if you
Why are you trying to make
why
a
you
rape
gotta run away? Why I gotta
Why I
run
gotta
Allegation.
run away from
Why I
that?
gotta run away
against
from
me?
the
Like,
bitch?
why do I have to be like, oh,
with
it's,
niggas?
it's midnight, let me get out of here because
We
it's
do
white
that,
bitches
but
in
do you
here.
not hold on time? Do you not do that shit when you at the club party with niggas though?
It's a
'Cause
different-
You not trying to leave.
But
You
that's
not
a
trying to
different
get shot.
altercation.
That's a different type of threat though.
Yeah, it's a different altercation.
A nigga might really like run up on you with some shit. These bitches is lying saying that you fucking raped them or
Sending you to
sexually
jail.
assaulted them.
And that'd be
sending you to
another
jail.
thing.
Fucking fucking your whole life up.
People sending you to jail that never been to jail was crazy. Like, you gotta think about that.
Listen.
You don't even know what it feel like to really be in jail, and you about to send a nigga to jail? Like, that's crazy.
Moral of the story, don't
Something
stay
ain't
in
even
clubs.
I just think that as a collective, I'm not pointing fingers at nobody.
Alright, so he's quiet as shit over there, but as far as fucking learning even how to move in somewhere like a club, or even around people, I don't want to call it militantly, but just smart, you know?
Yeah,
I picked that up from
always,
you know,
always know your exits and shit. Like everything.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to go on what you say, it's just about you gotta be attentive in your mind. Like,
you gotta be around.
You gotta be on shit,
too, bro.
Yeah, and I am. That's why I'm aware of white people being devils, and I treat them accordingly.
Hey yo, so you just had a show, and I'm pretty sure it was a bunch of white people at the show, right?
Oh yeah, I love all my white fans.
And you just came from LA to do the show here.
I think that's why he keep
last night.
Act up.
Yo,
that one really fucking listens, bro. Them views and shit, yeah, they count.
I mean,
he said he hates white people.
So
we ain't listening to them no more. We ain't listening to the El Plaga.
And they the ones who buy your fucking music. A nigga ain't buy your
And be
music.
in a damn concert screaming nigga louder than everybody.
And that's cool.
Fuck out of here. It's not cool.
Hold on.
Alright.
Hold on, Joey.
I'm saying,
Whoa.
you wanna know why I'm saying that's cool? You wanna know why I'm saying that?
I heard something.
You wanna know why?
It is cool because I call them devils to their face. So it is cool. If
you
you comfortable enough to say nigga, then be comfortable with me calling you a
listen.
recessive pale devil.
If a white person, because I heard this on the podcast, if a white person is buying, if they are the majority of your consumers, they're buying all your shit, and they come to your concert, is that not giving them a right to call you, say the word nigga to concert?
It's not giving them
I'm
a
just
right
saying,
to, but this is why I'm saying it's cool. Because
hold on.
Bro,
before I say that, this basic. Hold on. This basically what was it? No, it's not a question. It's not a question.
It's not a question.
Because I heard the podcast.
Yeah, so it was like, so you get what he was saying. He was like, the nigga said if white people was to make a petition to rappers to say, yo,
to say you can't. Yeah.
I'm not buying your music no more if I can't come to your concert and say nigga. Niggas would be like, yo, fuck it. You feel me? Just say it.
Can I say something to that, please?
Ain't no problem.
That's sold out, bro.
White people invented the word nigga. I don't really have a problem with them saying the word nigga. Just don't have a problem with me calling you a devil. Like, you can say nigga if you want to. Like, I don't really give a fuck. I call white people niggas. White people are the original niggas. They turned us into niggas. We learned how to be niggas from them. So, I mean, yeah, they have a right to say it just like everybody else. When the shit really meant some shit, nobody was saying nothing. Now everybody
cool. But I'm gonna say this.
It's like
it's kind of like,
listen, niggas can't like nothing too much, or white people would take it. We made nigga cool, so they took that. Then I'll call you a devil. Then take that, bitch. Take that to the banking cash.
Take meds.
You take meds. No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't agree with that. Like, that's coming to the nigga show and saying that just because you buying it, you choosing to buy it.
But no, that's checking them.
No, it's.
But do you feel like
I'm elaborating?
Kendrick checked that white bitch for saying it.
But here's what I'm saying.
Like majority of niggas, especially the way niggas is now.
We set up the what she said. Slavery set us up to where as though we can try and get money any way we can. So we'll let niggas call us niggas, whatever. We'll sell drugs to our own people, whatever, just to make money, bro. Right.
So I'm gonna say why I said it was cool. Like that goes back to why I say I do my own thing. You feel me? But when it comes to when things come to me, and then it's like I gotta hear it, and I can't turn a cheek. You know, it's more so now it's in front of me.
Right.
It's to say. Every concert has racks of white people saying the nigga word every time, right? But when it comes to, like I said, you pick the one of the bunch out, niggas gonna shit themselves, you know?
Right.
So it's like you come on stage, sing my song. I'm not gonna say don't say the nigga. You gonna know better or not to say that. So, if you drop it, then it's gonna be repercussions. For example, Kendrick Lamar, like you feel me? You, as your own person, when it gets that close is when you either choose to let it slide.
And that lets you know what kind of person the person is.
Exactly.
Because you understand that
people feed off of the trends going on.
You don't think that's real though? Like if a white person was to go up there and be like, shout out my
Not even that.
Because they have no respect, and because like y'all are pointing out, there are tens of thousands of white people at these rap concerts singing along with your music, saying the word nigga. They don't see a problem with it. It's in their nature. They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
It's not about in their nature. They sing the song. They love the song. They love the music.
But hold on, time out. Hold on. So wait. So but okay. But they know how provocative it is for a white person. They not stupid. They know what the fuck time it is. That's why they
don't do that.
Hold on,
some white people
I think this.
Okay. 1 out of 100 white people might not say nigga. White people say nigga all the time.
That's because they black on the inside.
But they come.
No, it's because they're devils on the inside.
I forgot who concert it was, but they brought somebody. I think it was a Kendrick concert. They brought Shorty. Hold on.
That's what I'm literally saying.
I'm saying they brought Shorty on stage and she asked, could I say it before?
That's what he was talking about.
But if a person is asking, yo, can I say it before
no,
they
bitch.
even drop?
No, you don't even ask.
But I think that's.
But that's what I'm saying. Somebody said
I think
somebody.
that's ignorance.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I say the word nigger?
Right. And you pumped about
That's
it.
not how they use
it.
it.
That's the hardest part of your ball when you say nigga.
White people got niggas
Yeah, I think that's
fucked up in the head. Like,
That's
we
the kind
really
of white people
trying to
trying
judge how they saying nigga. Like, come on, yo. These motherfucking white people know niggas is provocative and
You look like Alabama.
disrespectful.
All of them don't be like.
All of them don't.
How do you know which ones are straight racist and who are not?
You can just tell.
The ones from the
How
hood.
can you tell?
No, you've been here too long. That's all.
No,
it is.
you ain't been here long enough. How can you tell who's racist and who's
I'm
not?
just saying, you just gotta be out to really know. Like, you can't.
Because they're nice to
can't
you
just-
because
you
they're
can't
from
just-
your city.
You can't just read a book every day.
No, I'm talking about real life. This ain't been on no
All right,
book.
so you had a show. You just came from LA. You live in LA with white people, right? You have
Yeah.
white friends out in LA.
Yeah.
Some of those dudes are white, right?
Yeah.
Some of them you let say
I don't-
nigga, right?
No, I don't have.
They
a
don't
white
say
friend
nigga, and I'm
that
pretty
say
sure they
nigga.
don't say nigga because I know you're not cool with this.
Exactly. I don't have no white friends that they say.
So like you come back here, you do the show yesterday. There's white people there. Like you say nigga in those songs. Was anybody saying nigga that you can remember or recognize? Maybe not.
To even be honest, honestly, I don't go about. I love referencing music because it also is in a way of motivating, you know. Kodak Black reference and encoding Brazy. He said I wrote this song and I'm not finna curse because he said this gonna be my son's favorite song. Bro, the whole song is no cursing. You feel me? It's no cursing if you actually listen to it. So to say that just goes into more open market to not sell myself short, you know, because. Like you said, people going off of slave shit just to make money, you know, in a way.
Right.
So why do I have to go that route again to want to actually do something good? So I'm going to make a song that's no cursing to the point where now times that I'm even making music, I hardly hear a curse word to the point where I might even hardly hear myself say nigga.
I was about to say this project didn't have a lot of nigga on it.
So it comes to a show where it might even be a nigga word, but it's not.
It's not a nigga.
Yeah,
I think that's condescending.
So that's what I'm saying.
So if they say nigga, they
that's
just
really
saying
saying-
nigga. Like,
That's
nigga.
me turning away from the bullshit, you know.
So like, I guess that. So is that your way of saying like deciphering who's like understands and who doesn't?
Exactly.
Because you got white people around you
that's gonna do that shit. I had a white boy that was literally, I gave him the mic singing No Time, you feel me? I'm going back and forth, but No Time don't really got nigga in it. So he's singing this whole shit out, you feel me? He's singing his heart out, but nigga ain't dropping in it. And it's not to say I'm listening, I'm trying to do something to be accepted, you know. But it's more so I need a market that's beyond just where I'm from.
Right.
I need a global market.
In Baltimore.
I need a global market, an international market. So it's to say I'm not looking to pick on certain things to make it a point to where it's like I'm gonna use it to level up or boost my character of music or anything. It's just I just feel like it's an absolute way to actually do something absolutely right.
Why do you need white people to have a global market though?
I don't need white people to have a global market.
Okay, so then what does that even mean?
I'm just saying, like, as far as you know, when you upload music, there's a version that's gonna say explicit, and there's a version that's just gonna say clean. If I can make all clean songs that a hood nigga can listen to, and that's great. Then I don't have to. If I can reference Coke And a hood nigga, and it's not it's not actually talking about coke, you know. But that hood nigga is smart enough, which it don't matter where you from, you got the knowledge, you know, to really realize, oh damn, that was hard, you know. That's why it's the point of coming up with new bars and ways to express yourself differently. You gotta keep innovating yourself, you know.
Can we hear some of his music? I haven't heard any of his music.
We gonna do an outro.
But what you got though?
Power.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see the most recent episode, y'all.
Leave it alone.
No spoiler alert.
Leave it alone.
I just want to say.
Didn't see Kendrick as a crack.
This is the first
Oh, bro.
Kendrick is a crack.
Y'all didn't see it?
Joe, why you say
I didn't
something?
see it because somebody already
It's
started for
like
me.
the special guest.
I would
I
tell
never
you,
heard
but
that,
I'm
but I
not
ain't
gonna
know
tell
he
you.
was.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Kendrick playing Pookie.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all. If y'all want to talk about
What you rate it? All right, before we not gonna jump into
No, I'm not gonna rate it. I'm not gonna rate it because
Nah,
you
hold on,
didn't see it, bro.
You seen it?
What?
Power.
Man, I don't even watch TV.
You don't even watch. All right.
I watched the
Not the episode. What would you grade Kendrick like acting?
I mean, she didn't see it. She didn't see
I'm
it.
just saying, it's not.
I didn't see it. You saw
It's
it?
not.
Yeah.
Ruined.
I'm not gonna tell them what
the episode.
happened.
Hold on, the episode is way bigger than Kendrick.
Nah, but,
Yeah, it's
but
way
for
bigger
me,
than
but for
But
me,
you want to know what it brought back for me? Wire vibes.
And I was about to say, for me, Kendrick made that episode
Exactly.
good. So I don't want to say
Why he did it, but
I mean, I
Just
guess
imagine
you
what's the,
already did it now.
what's the
But like,
homeless
Kendrick-
nigga,
It's not
from
telling no
Wire,
shit.
Buggy?
That's all.
But I'm saying when he
What?
popped up on
Oh,
the
I
screen,
know who
it
you're
was
talking
like,
about.
Homeless
What
nigga from
was
The
his
Wire.
name? I can't.
Buggy
I know who you're
or-
talking about.
I'm mad niggas announced it a week before. Like I wanted
yeah,
that to
Yeah,
just
he was
happen.
supposed. Yeah, 50 was
Yeah, it
supposed
was
to
supposed
just
to, yeah.
let it happen.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
I guess
Plenty of
I guess for
attention
me
on
that's how it happened. Like I was just watching it and I seen the nigga crack.
I'm like, damn.
And that's why I was saying. That's why I didn't want to talk about it because I wanted y'all to get that effect. Because when he pop up on the screen, you gonna be like, oh shit.
You had to almost
I
want
knew
to stop
he was
that
gonna be
shit.
on there.
yeah.
I
thought
didn't
you
know that
did.
he was a crackhead on there.
50
Yeah.
Cent.
That's why I was like,
No, I mean I
The
seen
crazy thing
it.
is
but
50
I'm
said it, I
saying,
completely forgot
it's
about
just
it.
better when you just see it. Like
I still
ain't
was like
believe it.
this, like that's
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Remember at the last episode they had like the special guest and you heard the laugh and shit. And
Yeah.
then when 50 said Kendrick was gonna be on there, I was like, nah.
That's
Shut your
some
that
fucking
nigga
bullshit.
sound
ass
like
up.
Kendrick.
Jesus Christ, he makes me sick in real life. Even though Kanan is my
Alright, so
go to
yeah,
what's
I'm
that
assuming
XT
nobody here fuck with
That was-
Snowfall then. Well, I know y'all fuck
Uh-oh.
with
Snowfall.
That shit hard.
Snowfall, what's that?
Man, I know you will fuck with Snowfall.
It's a show?
Yeah, it's like when the government brought crack to the U.S. and put
What
it like in
channel
the
they
black
come on?
community on FX every Thursday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you
Snowfall, okay, that makes sense.
you gonna fuck with that.
Another example of how devilish these motherfuckers are. Like, who does that?
It was
We
like the
gonna- we
Reagan
gonna-
era.
We gonna put
Reagan
crack. We gonna get these niggas
Yeah.
addicted, and then when
Section
sympathy, when y'all fuckers is fucking dropping like flies from opioids.
Cereal is my shit forever, yo. That's what it is.
Shit, guns and blow torches.
Yeah, check that shit out, cause that's better than Power. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I want to hear the hottest song on the album.
No, hey,
So you want to drop your tags and shit?
Yeah.
That's a hot song.
that one with him and that girl.
Your tag.
I mean, they want,
Girl?
you want him and
Niggas
the girl. What
always
song
get
was
the
that, bro?
album
Oh, I was saying, oh,
Yeah.
What song is
I
that?
said-
Oh, before that, how was the show?
Oh, the show's alright. The show is, I came back on, was the first sold out show ever. Basically, that shit was fucking T. My mom pulled up. That shit was crazy. I can't even lie. That shit was amazing. She started showering me while performing like it was a fucking African party. It was lit. Throwing money, you know, before the
You
stripper
made it rain
days.
on your ass.
It's hard.
So, rode a girl on the back and performed too.
I still don't understand what you mean by that. You said
I'm
that
saying I
before.
got on her back on some
Got on her
Recipe
back.
shit.
You got on her back? Like,
Yeah, I was in my boxes too,
So
damn.
you had your dick on her neck.
basically.
On her like lower back.
Yeah, but no, she was carrying me, bruh. She was carrying me.
On her shoulders.
No, not on her shoulders, but on her
It's
back.
on your shoulders.
That's what I thought you were
Piggyback ride. Piggyback ride.
Then
Yo.
the same bar y'all niggas set at usually, I
Yeah,
got on
footage.
top of that and just, shit, where's my...
I need footage of you on
Hey,
Yo,
this.
hey,
Plaga, what's the name of that
everybody-
song with you and that chick? That was like, yeah, just
Keep
one.
it. That's
Everybody that's listening, if y'all ain't never been to a Plaga show, y'all better pull up if y'all want to get that energy. You feel me? Y'all
Yeah.
need that energy.
This
Everyone's
nigga's going back to
listening.
LA. When you going back to LA though?
Tuesday. I got a dental appointment tomorrow.
Uh,
I might fucking end up not even going to
Don't
go. I might
fuck
end up
with them
having to
LA
be in New
dentists,
Jersey.
That's what
Why?
you
He
get
got
to
good
get
teeth.
back.
But,
Expensive.
and I'm gonna just, but that's why I might just, I had a cavity in my wisdom tooth.
Ah.
That shit was bad.
Yeah, that shit is real.
Yeah. I might have to go for a video shoot tomorrow, actually in Jersey, so I might.
Alright, so you about to drop your tags. Where can niggas find the Plaga Baby?
It's on every platform. YouTube that shit, Spotify that shit, iTunes that shit.
What's the name of it?
Plaga Baby. It's on Amazon. It's on Google.
What does that mean? What is the El Plaga? What is it?
Alright, so you watch State Property, right?
Like currently? I mean, I used to. Oh, I mean a long time ago. I don't.
It's a classic.
I mean, yeah, I don't necessarily remember all the things.
So pretty much like El Plaga was like the plug for everything. Even though like it turned out to.
Is that what that means? The plug, El Plaga?
No, I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
So pretty much like as far as like that was my first perception when I first like things started to make sense. I'm gonna say. So. Just that movie was really lit. I'm like, yo, this guy's doing everything inside and out, inside and out. And for me, like I said, I only take the good. I only take out the good. I only take out the good. Because even though in the movie it was still bad shit with El Plaga, you feel me? But I only take out the good. So I really would. Everybody's like, yo, what you gonna do? What you gonna call yourself? This before even music, cause I was full-time designing in clothes, and to a point where. I was the motherfucker who was getting us in with celebrities as far as PR and just really stepping out there to really want to like have things go as far as like the clothing was going.
Yeah.
And so it was one time where the first thing that really happened was the move at OG Makeup. Shout out to these guys. So went out to DC and invited us. Like pull up. Merch, all of that stuff, but things like that just led to me was like, yo, I gotta just keep going. I just gotta keep doing shit. And then niggas was like, yo, you doing all this shit? You the plug. State Property was my favorite song, El Plaga. But then I was like, yo, that's Spanish though. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be a stupid motherfucker. Let me look into what that actually means. El Plaga doesn't mean the plug.
Oh, so it really does mean the plug.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Oh, I thought you said it
El
does.
Plaga means the plague.
Yeah, it does.
So. And if you think about it, it's the bubonic plague, but like I said, I take good. So I'm out here to spread love.
Small history fact, the bubonic plague killed like 20 million white people. So
bubonic.
I appreciate it.
She loved that.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Alright, let niggas know where they can find you at Instagram, all that shit.
Oh yeah, Instagram _ that's 2 underscores. _ El Plaga. Twitter, Real Maginasola, MAJINNASOLA. I still keep everybody updated on Facebook. Anything you
Somebody got kicked off of Facebook this week.
Yeah,
I got flagged. You know what? I would love for Facebook to fucking deactivate my page, cause that way I really know I'm getting them.
Let people know where to find you at, cause I'm sure they interested in you.
Oh, I mean, I just go by my name I'm only on Facebook. Like I'm old, Malika Sharif Muhammad. Like I'm old.
Might have to give her a couple days.
I just came back to social media. Like I was done with social media after Trayvon Martin got shot. I literally just came back.
Definitely get the YouTube channel popping.
I know.
YouTube channel coming soon.
YouTube channel coming soon.
We're going for that.
Oh,
Hey,
guys.
we appreciate y'all coming through.
Hell yeah.
ScressFree Sundays.
Episode 23.
You know we clocking the fuck out, but now
This
we
is
about
the
to.
fucking
We
week.
about to
Is that what
put
you want to go back?
we're gonna do keep it,
Oh, look at you.
and then we probably transition to something else too at the same time, cause I love the way this girl sound.
We out of here though.
Joe, take us home with the track.
ScressFree.
Oh yeah.
We taking us home.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that?
What you think this is, dog?
Y'all gonna say she got spicy today on caption.
This nigga R. Kelly still playing?
Spicy.
Let's cut R. Kelly off.
That's your man.
So we can hear El Plaga.
Gotta keep popping up.
Yo, why is this nigga R. Kelly still?
That nigga Kels.
My fault.
That
My fault.
episode
My
had to
fault.
be like an hour and 45 because I recorded.
Hour 45.
I was on
R.
live
Kelly.
for an hour and 30.
We not recording no more?
Yeah, we still recording.
Oh,
Shit.
But,
I thought I took
Keep it
us
that
out.
tone, Joe. Keep it that tone.
Yeah,
It's your boys again, ScressFree Sundays.
Yeah, we getting out of here.
Plaga, Malika, Joey, Mills,
Nah, still going.
Chase Money, we out. What's this? Keep it. And we got Plaga, we out. I know what you're saying too. She sound like what somebody on Fabulous track.